Today you are going to work with your material, your text, okay, by responding and analyzing. I would like that you analyze, okay? So from now on, all the microphones needs to be open and you are going to be requested about some questions. I know that you are visuals, so you can tell me the questions, okay? Hello, Fabricio, it's great to see you. Okay, observe the sentences from number 1 to number 5. Observe the sentences in your text, if you have the text, or in the PPT, if you want, from number 1 to number 5. Observe that there are words that are highlighted, underlined, yes, underlined. What these underlined words have in common? What these underlined words have in common? Valentina.
Some of them are in past.
Yeah, Miss, I noticed that some of them are in past. What other thing you notice? Come on, guys, you can participate. Tell me anything that comes to your mind. Anything. Yeah, Valentina said it's in the past. Cielito Guamán.
Okay. They are past actions.
Okay, probably they are past actions. Valeria, what you observe?
All of these sentences have, and has.
Aha. Miss, I observed that these sentences have something in common. For example, number 1 and number 3, they have has. Number 2, number 4, and number 5, they have has. So, now we are going to observe, okay? Observe critically because you are going to write this in your copybook. So, Mis Milagros. First, I see that number 1 and number 3 has. Okay, that is one of the similarities. And the other, number 2, 4, and 6 have. Yeah. And then my friend Valentina says that they have verbs in simple past, no? Or follow by a verb, no? Yeah. But it's not exactly a simple past because simple past is a time, a sentence. So this is called a verb in past participle. Okay? Miss, I cannot understand exactly because Valentina says that they were in past and has and have, they are not in past. So how is this possible? No, Miss, you got me crazy. You mix present and past at the same time? Well, life is like this, okay? To be honest. So, what is exactly we are here working on this? Just to start, this tense is called the present perfect. Because it's perfect. It's like something revolutionary. You put present and at the same time past. So what is this? Oh my gosh, you said. Well, actually, we have here the criteria of some kind verbs because Valentina said, Miss, but they have the same structure as the simple past. So how is this? So for verb in past participle, we have two. Those are called regular and irregular words. Yeah, irregular verbs. So probably you remember and you refresh your classes in primary. So we are going to mention some examples of these verbs in past participle. So for example, tell me the regular verbs you observe in the sentences. Regular verb you observe in the sentences. Go, Valentina.
Used.
Use. Thank you. What is another verb, Arturo? Arturo. Yoo-hoo, my friend. Okay, doesn't matter. Sebastian, what is another verb you observe in the sentences?
ED.
Yes, but tell me the verb. Tell me the verb. Valentina said use. What is another verb that you observe in these sentences?
Identified.
Identify. Very good. What is another verb, Celito Guamán?
Joined.
Join. What is another verb, Alejandra?
Created.
Created. And etc. No? So we have for the regular. So, Miss, if these are the regular, what are the irregular? Because you told us that in simple past we have irregular verbs. Like, for example, go, went. We are going to use this? No, because we are not talking about simple past. We need to for the past participle. So, Maria Paz, irregular verbs that you remember. For example, do you remember the irregular past participle of the verb go?
Went.
Okay, that is the simple past, sweetie. Tell me the past participle. You can remember?
No.
Okay, no problem. So today you are going to remember. Gong, have you ever seen this verb? Oh, yes, miss, of course. Okay, what about the verb do? Do. Valentina?
I am not sure, but done.
Excellent. Yes, thank you for being honest. Yes. What about another verb? Past participle of the verb make. It's similar to the simple past, huh? I told you the answer. What is the answer? Made. Yes. What about begin? Began, begun. Yes. And so on, and so on. There are a lot of verbs, yes, and etc. So, yes, miss, I remember those classes. I remember the class with the teacher, blah, blah, blah. Yes, I remember. Yes, I remember to write sentences like this. Subject, has, plus, the verb. Yes, miss, I remember the classes in primary. No? Yeah. What you remember is a structure. But you don't remember why you created sentences like this. You have to be honest. I don't know. The teacher said, use this structure, and I just created a sentence. Subject, has, because it's singular, have, because it's plural, and then the verb, I remember, I memorized, no? The verb like this. Okay, so what I have did it with you today is that you remember some of the instructions, yes? The formulas, I will say, the formulas when you were in primary, yes? So I'm going to put here. If you want, you can copy this in your, or take a picture, no? If you want, no? And then you continue in your copybook. So we have here for singular, he, she, or it, has, and for plural, with I, we, you, they, have, no? Plus the verb in past tense. But miss, I have another question. If you talk about it's something in the present and then you talk about something in the past, I did not exactly know how. How is this? Can you be more like explicit? Because when you say present, past, for me it's the same. Okay, pay attention. Let's go back to the questions. And now you're going to observe the statements. Which statement is true about the actions described? For example, thousands of people have joined Tribe Wanted in the past few years ago. Boro Boro, since Boro Boro, Kini and James have created new tribes. So my question is, these sentences, these verbs, describe what exactly to the verb? That the action started and finished in the past? That the action started in the past and continues in the present? Which of these two you mark? A or B? The project of Tribe of Wanted finished in the past? Tell me what you understood in the reading. Alejandra.
Yes.
It finished, no continue. In the present, Tribe Wanted. This project, continue in the present?
I think that it is the letter B.
Okay, but answer my question. Do you think Tribe Wanted continues in the present? This website?
Yes.
Of course, Miss Milagros. Yes, you demonstrate. We enter in this platform. No? You explore the platform. And yes, so this project started in the past, but continues in our present. So if I would like to join this project, I can. The idea of link project about Gengis Khan. Finish in the past? Finish the project? No, Miss Milagros. Because Gengis Khan tomb continue being a mystery. And the project of link continue. So even though it started in the past, it continues. So the answer of all these sentences express this, an action that started in the past and continue in the present. So circle the letter B. Circle the letter B. Okay, this is the answer. Circle the letter B. Miss, sorry if I've been redundant, but I do not understand clearly what is this. Present and past, and then at the same time, I don't understand. Okay, I have here questions. So if I say I have written emails recently, and I wrote 3 mails yesterday, what is the difference? In the second sentence, I am very specific. I told you 3 emails, and I told you when it was. It was yesterday, because I sent the reports of my ELT. Okay? But if I say I have written emails recently, I am not telling you when it was. I am not telling you how many emails. I'm not very specific. I just tell you what? A kind of experience that either started in the past but can continue in our present, because I continue sending emails to you, to your father, to your mommy, to the subdirection, etc., etc., etc. So I can continue doing this. So let's go into analyze the grammar box that it's in your text. Please open your books. We continue on page 55. And I would like that you highlight this important information. We use the present perfect tense. Purpose number 1, for something that began in the past and continued to the present. Miss, you said this. It's the second time I listen to you, but I cannot understand. Okay, no worry. Put in parentheses. When I use the present perfect, to talk about experience. Experience? Yes. So for example, I can tell you, if I ask you, have you ever tried ceviche with tomatoes? Ceviche with tomatoes? No, miss, are you crazy? I haven't eaten ceviche with tomatoes. And one student said, no, miss, I have eaten ceviche with tomatoes when I traveled to Ecuador. So it's part of what? Experience. Have you traveled? Yes, miss. I have traveled to Cusco. I have visited. What you are telling me, experience. Yes? But probably one student says, miss, and why not to ask in simple past? Because it's an experience, so it's the past. Yeah, probably you said the question, did you travel to Cusco? And the answer is yes or no. And what happened? Finish the conversation. But when you ask like, have you ever traveled to Cusco? It's like you are inviting the other person to explain an experience. Yes, I have traveled to Cusco. I visited the Coricancha. I visited, no? And then the person continue the conversation. Okay, that's why we have this tense to talk about experience. Number 2, highlight. We use the present perfect tense with a specific time in the past. So what is the idea? I don't tell you when it was. Don't be curious. I just tell you my experience, okay? Okay? All right. So probably one person says, yes, have you ever had boyfriend in high school? Yes. I have had boyfriends. Oh, boyfriends, no, boyfriend, a boyfriend during high school. It's part of mine, yes? Probably you say, it's part of my experience. Means, but finish. Not exactly, because you can have, you're alive, you can have more boyfriends, yes, if you want. So that's why we say we can continue in the present, yes? Obviously. If, if you get married, yes, we cannot, no? And then we have different circumstances. Probably you can get divorced, things like this, and then you can continue, things like this. But the idea is that you can do it, this action again in the future, okay? In the present also. The third that I would like that you highlight. The time in the past is not important. What is important? The action. I have eaten, I have traveled, I have listened, I have watched. Yes, I have watched Titanic for, I don't know, for many years. Can I see the Titanic again? Of course. Yes, of course. It's my favorite movie. I have seen this movie since I was 14 years old. So that the action can repeat, no? That is the intention. Okay. So here we have examples that reminds you the auxiliary have and has, yes? And plus the verb in past participle. Please memorize the irregular verbs. Miss, what happens if I can find the verb in the list of verbs of past participle? Simple. Put ed. No? We have to put ed. For example, live, advertise, improve, and posted, what kind of past participle verbs are? What kind of past participle verbs they are? We said that we have two categories. Regular, okay? Regular. Remember this, they are regular. Okay, guys, so let's go into focus on the task. Please, I will invite you to open your text on page 221. 221, Miss Milagros? Yes, 221. Okay, on this page you have the index, no? The grammar chart. So if you want, you can, I don't know, copy, photocopy, I don't know, in order to remember the subject plus the auxiliary. I, you, we, they, and plural goes with have. He, she, or it, and singular proper nouns go with has. And don't forget the verb. This is not the verb. This is an auxiliary verb. The verb is here. For example, the past participle being. What is the base form? Oh my gosh. What is the base form?
Of what, Miss?
The past participle be, no? This verb. What is the base form of this verb? Silvana? Silvanita?
Miss, what was the
The
word?
question. The question is, this is the past participle of what verb?
Been?
Be is the past participle of?
Here.
Of?
Miss, I don't know.
Okay,
I
don't
know
worry.
what it means.
Okay, don't worry. Alejandro?
Be.
Be. No, be, the past participle, been. Slept. What is the verb? If slept is the past participle, Valentina?
Sleep.
is no, sleep. Sleep. And cold, Silvana?
Call.
Cold, no? Cold, that's it. Okay, guys, as you can see, you can observe keywords, no? If in the simple past, the keyword are yesterday, ago, and last. In the present perfect, the keywords are since, for, and recently. Immediately, when you observe this word, present perfect. Present perfect. It's present perfect because Miss Milagros told me that this is the time that I can identify. Here we have another ones, like since, for, already. Remember this expression? I have already finished, teacher. No? How many times you said this expression in class? Have you already finished? Not yet. No? Not yet, teacher. Oh, yes, teacher, I have already finished the homework or the task. No? Then we have recently, lately, etc., etc., etc. So what do you have for tomorrow? Tomorrow you have a test, a quiz of these irregular verbs. So you have to memorize, yeah? Memorize because tomorrow we are going to take a practice of the past participle of the verbs, okay? Yes, I have to remember, yeah? So study for tomorrow, circle, page 21, study. Mis Milagros tomorrow is going to take an exam. Sí, yeah. In the exam, I would like to see the past participle of this word, no? Miss, yeah, tomorrow, yeah, tomorrow. Okay, so in cases, no? No excuses, no, mis milagros, my book, I forgot, yeah. This PPT is in aula virtual. These verbs are in aula virtual. So don't make excuses, okay? So let's go into practice. Let's go into practice. Open your books on page 55. Sebastián Rios, you have a question? Sebastián Rios, you have a question or you would like to participate?
To participate, Miss.
Okay, yeah. Cevitas, just a second because I need to explain the exercise and then we count with your participation, yeah? Yeah. Adrianita. Adrianita, are you listening to me?
Yes.
Yes, Adrianita, okay. Remember, Adrianita, that according to the table, what do we have to put after the subject? First, the auxiliary. First, the auxiliary. This or this, okay? Then the verb in parentheses in past participle, okay? So always two words. We have to complete with two words. Always, okay? Okay, Adrianita? Yes, yeah.
One question.
For example, Adrianita, Facebook. Facebook is singular or plural? Adrianita, Facebook is singular or plural? It's a name, huh? Like Jose, Marta, Colegio San Antonio.
Singular.
Singular, no? It's singular. So, which of these two auxiliaries you use? Have or has?
Has.
Has. Yeah, very. So we put Facebook has. What is the past participle of make, Adrianita? You know? Made. Very good, Adrianita. So the sentence number 1, Adriana. What is the sentence in number 1?
Made. Made.
Yeah, the sentence, the complete sentence.
Facebook made it easier for me to keep. Huh?
Yeah. Adrianita, listen. The instructor says subject, the auxiliary, and the verb. Subject, you need an auxiliary and a verb. What is the answer, Adrianita?
Facebook has
Yeah, Facebook has
made.
That is the answer, Adrianita. Has made. Very good. Has made. Yeah, copy. Number 1, copy, Adrianita. Has made. Yeah. Sebas. Number 2, social media sites is in plural. Continue with the answer, Sebas. Can you repeat?
Social media has changed.
Yeah. Cevitas. Sites, it's in plural. Sites, it's in plural.
Have.
Very good. Have changed. Have changed. Okay, so it's really important. Thank you for the students. Sorry if I didn't read your comments through the chat because I was paying attention for the students' participation, okay? Thank you. So I'm going to confirm of your answers through the chat, okay? Through the chat, you can send the answers, please. So number 1, the answer is has made. And number 2, it's have changed. Please send your answers from number 1 to number 6. Together, okay? When you finish, you put in the chat the 6 sentences, the 6 answers, okay? Please, Gia, the 6 together in one message, okay? Flavio, Rafaela, Luciana, Cielo Guamán, Joaquina, Rodrigo Mendoza, Alejandra, Valentino, Aleshka, Dianita, Carlita, de Alessandra, Mía, ¿no? Send your answers through the chat. Arturito, María Paz, Sebastián, also send your answers in the chat. From number 1 to number 6, together, put together And in the chat, you send your response, okay? Valentino, do you have your text? Valentino? Celito Guaman, number 6. Valentino, these are the exercises, yeah? Wednesday that we have classes, I will ask you for your participation, yeah? Please, Valentino, in Aula Virtual also we have this that we are going to take an exam Wednesday. This list of verbs, okay, Valentino? If you don't find your text in Aula Virtual, this PPT is in Aula Virtual, so you can study there, okay? You can study and do the exercises. Flavio, I observe your responses number 3, 4, 5, and 6. Celito Guaman, I observe your answers from number 1 to number 6. Silvana, your answer 6, please. De Alessandro, your answers. Mikala, Aleshka. Send your answers. Very good, Adrianita. I observe in the chat your answer in number 3. Continue, Adrianita, continue. Okay, guys.